This video will talk about geometry key terms. Okay, so let's start. So the first key term we're going to learn is called a point. Okay, some people call it dots, but the math term is point. And a point is a shape on any single location on a flat surface. So an example of a flat surface would be a table, the wall, the floor, even a piece of paper. Like when you have a piece of paper and you just write a point there. Okay, that's it.
Point 就是在一个平面上的一个位置，一个点。平面呢就可以是一个桌子或者墙或者一张纸，然後 point 就是在上面的一個位置。
Point 亦都係喺平面上嘅一個位置或點，例如喺台啊、凳、牆、紙。
Okay, and the next one would be a line. So a line, you might think a line is just one continuous shape, but it's not. Okay, it is made of different points, okay, that are just close together. Okay, so it's a continuous collection of points that extend or continue on both directions forever. Okay, and that's why you have an arrow. It shows that it never ends, that the points connect to each other forever in two directions, to the left and to the right.
Line 就是很多个无限延伸的点组成的一条线，它们可以在both direction， 也就兩個方向上面都可以無限的延伸。
Line 代表好多個點在兩個方向永遠地持續，咁嗰個箭嘴代表無限嘅持續。
Our next key term, endpoints. Okay, so endpoints show that the line does not continue forever. Okay, so in the other slide, you can see that we had the line with two arrows, but at this one, okay, it only has two endpoints. So that means we are now not talking about a line that goes on forever, but we are talking about a part of a line which have two endpoints, and this is called the line segment. Okay, so when we look at a part of a line, we are looking at a segment of a line, and it has two endpoints. So it has an actual measurement. Not like a line. You cannot measure a line because it goes on forever, but you can measure a line segment because it has two endpoints.
Endpoints 就是一条线，可是这个线不是永远会延伸的，这个线是有终点的，然后这两个终点呢就是它的 endpoints， 然后一个线的一部分呢就是叫 line segment， 所以这不是一个永远延伸的一条线，只是一部分，所以这个線是可以 measure 的。
Endpoint 係一個位於盡頭嘅點，一條線上通常會有兩個，咁佢哋分開嘅部分就係叫 line segment。一個 line segment 佢有兩個 endpoint， 代表一條線嘅一個部分，可以度嘅，可以度。
Our next key term would be a ray. Okay, now a ray is a part of a line that only has one endpoint, but the other side goes on forever.
接下来我们要说的就是一个 ray 就是一条线的一个 line， 也就一条线的一部分，它有一个 endpoint 终點，但是它的另一頭是無限延伸的。
Ray 係具有一個 endpoint 嘅線嘅一個部分，但係另外一邊係有個箭嘴，代表永遠嘅持續。
So the next key term would be the vertex. Okay, and basically the vertex is just two endpoints. Okay, because you can see we have two rays. Okay, there's one ray there and there's another ray here, and both of them have their own endpoints. Okay, so the vertex is where the endpoints meet each other. Okay,
你可以看到图中有两个 ray， 然后每个 ray 都有自己的 endpoint， 所以 vertex 其实就是两个 ray 的 endpoint 相遇的那个地方。
So vertex 頂點係兩條或多條直線相交嘅點，佢哋嘅 endpoint 係會撞埋一齊嘅，形成一個 vertex。
and when you have two rays, okay, where the endpoints meet at the vertex, this forms an angle, and this is the symbol for angle. Okay, so when you have two rays, we need two rays and the endpoints connect to make a vertex. It creates an angle.
当我们有两个 ray， 然后它们的 endpoint 在一起，制造出一个 vertex 的时候，就會形成一個 angle， 也就是角。
angle 亦都係角度，係由兩條射線 ray 形成嘅圖像，佢哋有一個共同嘅 vertex， 稱為頂點。
So as you can see here, okay, now in the other pictures, I made sure that you can see exactly the endpoints, okay? But when we do our exercises or problems in geometry, this is how you will see what an angle looks like, okay? You have the two rays, okay? And the points meet at the vertex and it forms an angle, okay?
你可以看到这里有两个 ray， 然后它们就有个 vertex， 然後呢就形成一個 angle。
喺呢個圖像裏邊，你可以見到兩條 ray 匯交嘅點，一個 vertex， 佢哋形成嘅一個 angle。咁通常喺 geometry， 我哋見到係咁樣標誌嘅。
So how do we define an angle? Basically, an angle is a figure formed by two rays. So that's one ray and another ray, okay, sharing the same endpoint, which we call a vertex.
一个 angle 就是两个 ray 在有同一个终点线的两个 endpoint 的两个 ray， 那个 endpoint 我们称为 vertex。angle 就是由两个 ray 形成的这样一个物体。
angle 角度係兩條ray 形成嘅圖像，咁佢哋有一個共同嘅 endpoint， 咁我哋叫個 endpoint 為 vertex。
So we have acute angle, okay, meaning the measure of the angle is between 0 to 90 degrees, okay? Then we have the right angle, which means it has a measure of 90 degrees exactly. And we have the obtuse angle, okay, which is more than 90 degrees, okay?
Acute angle 就是大于0度、小于90度的一个角，所以只要是大过0度或者小于90度都是算 acute angle。比如说0.0001度，也就是 acute angle。right angle 就是90度的角，然后 obtuse angle 就是大于90度、小於180度的角。
一個 acute angle 係一個少過90度但多過0度嘅角度，一個 right angle 係一個90度嘅角度，咁一個 obtuse angle 係一個多過90度但少過180度嘅角度。
So now we have a straight angle which measures 180. Okay, so that's why obtuse angle is less than 180 because the straight angle is 180 degrees, which is a straight line. Okay, a reflex angle measures greater than 180 but less than 360 degrees. Okay, so that's a reflex angle. And a complete angle has a measure of 360. In other words, a complete angle is also known as a circle.
Straight angle 就是等于180度的角 ，reflex angle 就是大于180度但是小于360度的角 ，complete angle 就是等于360度的角，又可以叫做一个圆 circle 圆。
一個 straight angle 係一個180度嘅角度，一條直線。一個 reflex angle 係一個多過180度但少過360度嘅角度。一個 complete angle 係一個360度嘅角度，亦稱為一個圓圈。
Okay? And also, okay, we need to talk about the types of lines. Okay, so we already talked about a line. So a line is a straight route or a straight path. Okay, it extends in both direction, to the left, to the right, or up, down, but there is no end. That's why we have the arrows here. Okay, and over here we have the 4 types of lines that we are looking at. The first one is called parallel lines. Now, if you can see over here, parallel lines, they will never cross, they will never intersect, and they will always be the same distance apart. Okay, they're the same distance, that's why they will never meet. Okay,
Parallel line 就是平行的线，它们就是永远不会，这2条线或以上永遠都不會相遇，它們永遠都會是同一個距離。
Parallel lines 平行線係永遠唔會交叉嘅線，亦都永遠係介着同一個距離，例如路軌。
And of course, we have the line segment. Okay, if you remember, we talked about this in the previous slide. Just as a reminder, it has 2 endpoints. Okay, it has a beginning point and an end point.
Line segment 线段就是一条线的一个部分，它有一个起始点，也有一个 beginning point， 还有一个 end point， 也就是终点。
Line segment 係具有一個 starting point 同埋一個 end point 嘅一條線嘅一個部分。
And then we have intersecting lines. Okay, so intersecting lines meet at a certain point. See, so this is where they meet, and that's why they're called intersecting lines.
Intersecting lines 就是一些线，它們在一個地方交叉，就是有一個交叉點。
Intersecting lines 相交線，顧名思義係喺一個點相交嘅一組線。
And the last one is perpendicular lines. Okay, and perpendicular lines form a right angle. So they are a special type of intersecting lines because they still meet at a certain point over here. Okay, but the difference between this intersecting line and this one's, perpendicular lines make right angles. They're all right angles. They're all 90 degrees. Okay.
Perpendicular lines 是一种特殊的 intersecting lines， 它们交叉是以90度垂直交叉的，形成一個直角。
Perpendicular line 垂直線係一組以直角相交嘅線，係90度角，每一個都。
So those are the 4 types of lines that are very important for you to know. These are the types of angles that are important for you to know, because all of this information, all of these key terms, if you know the definition, will definitely help you solve geometry problems. Okay, once again, thank you for watching, and shout outs to Dora, Donald, and Warren for their amazing contribution to this video. Okay, and I hope that this video helps everybody who needs that little push to learn geometry. Okay, thank you and goodbye.
Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Hope we helped you.
Okay, bye bye.